We're getting through it here, and you can see from this live look from the Tribune camera that we've got some snow coming down in the Salt Lake Valley. If you've been hoping for a storm to come in to break up that inversion, you're in luck. That's exactly what it'll do, but also bring widespread, possibly heavy snow at times, even though this afternoon we'll get a little bit of a break, hopefully making things easier for the drive home this evening. But another part of the storm moves in tonight and the snow gets going again. The next system will bring a better chance of heavier snow tomorrow, not necessarily just in the mountains, possibly in the valleys as well. But unusual situation with this weather pattern. We're actually going to be warming up toward the tail end of the storm. So by the end of the weekend, late Saturday into Sunday, we'll get some valley rain developing as that snow changes over to that. And that could limit some of these snow totals. Now, you can see that we still have some of the showers coming down, light to moderate snow over Salt Lake Valley, also northern Utah County into Davis County. But otherwise, that widespread heavier snow that we had earlier this morning is tapered off a little bit as the main band is drifting off to the east. So as expected, we're getting a little bit of a break heading into the afternoon. At the same time, things have ramped up a little bit across parts of southwest, south central Utah with a few light rain and snow showers in some of the valleys, but mainly some snow over the mountains with some light accumulation possible today. But still, that could make for winter driving conditions in that part of the state as well. Now, temperatures hovering in the low to mid 30s along the Wasatch Front, 33 in Salt Lake, just barely above freezing, mid 20s in Vernal, upper 40s in St. George. Again, we've got our first storm moving through today. The next one is heading through the Pacific Northwest today, and that'll move in tomorrow and keep that snowy weather going into Sunday. By the end of the storm, we might be looking at some accumulations, minor accumulations in the central valleys with several inches over the central mountains, but the bulk of what we get will be in the north, anywhere from a few inches to several inches in the valleys, possibly up to a foot along parts of the Wasatch back, if not more than that. And there's a possibility of a couple feet up in the northern mountains. In general, 20 to 30 inches, but in some of the resorts, we might end up close to 3 feet in places like Beaver Mountain Snow Basin, and at the top of the Cottonwoods, potential for snow to be totaling close to 4 feet by the time all is said and done. So a great jump start to the ski season, especially for the resorts that just opened. Now, Salt Lake Valley, we'll get that break, as I mentioned, this afternoon into early evening. With our temperature, they'll still be hovering in the low to mid 30s much of the day, so not feeling a lot different than it has so far this week. Light to moderate snow in the north, some of the light showers in the central part of the state, and in the far south, you'll become partly cloudy a little bit later this afternoon with your temperature in St. George climbing to 51. The next storm mainly impacts the north, so you've got a quiet weekend ahead in lower Washington County with the temperature hovering in the low 50s, but then big warm up next week. You'll make it all the way up near 60 by Wednesday and Thursday. And northern Utah will warm up near 40 by the end of the weekend, which is why we'll see that valley snow change over to rain. Will dry out by Monday, and with high pressure building, we're going to be warming back up. It'll climb into the low to mid 40s, so feeling a lot better than it has over the last several days. And even though morning temperatures could be dropping back down well below freezing during the middle of next week, by next Thursday, we'll be climbing all the way back near 50 degrees.